the day we've all been waiting for, the return of Brock Purdy. Obviously, we got 4 quarterbacks now on the field: Brock, Trey, Sam, and Brandon Allen, and we got to see all 4. What was really cool about seeing Brock Purdy back in action was it didn't really look like there was any limitations in regards to what he was trying to do in regards to pushing the ball downfield. He had 2 passes that he unloaded for over 50 yards. He didn't hit on either one of them. The second one to Deebo Samuel was a cross the field, opposite side hash, outside the numbers. So it was probably a little bit further than 50 yards. Was pretty close. But again, I think the biggest takeaway from those throws is this is the first time we've seen Brock Purdy push the ball downfield since the NFC Championship game. We have no idea how he responded from the rehab, the surgery. So I think today was just a good sign to see that, one, he was willing to push the ball downfield and could push the ball downfield. Now the next step is completing those passes. But again, this second day of training camp, first day for him out here on the field, I'll take it. He had a couple solid throws. He threaded the needle in between the linebackers to Brandon Ayuk, who made a really tough catch over the middle. He almost had this really beautiful pass where he dropped it right over Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles. Ayuk got his hands on it, but just couldn't bring it in. But it was close. But he also did have an interception, I believe, on his second snap of the first team period. So Brock has had better days, but contextualizing the fact that it is his first day back, and all the quarterbacks are kind of shaky today, Brock included, but Brock did have some good throws. Again, the biggest takeaways are trying to evaluate where he currently is with his arm strength, how he's bouncing back, and so far it does not look like there will be any limitations with Brock Purdy moving forward. Again, he's got to find that rhythm, got to get back in the groove of things, and I think that will come with additional training camp practices, so not too worried about that. Trey Lance definitely took a step backwards from yesterday's practice. Trey had a near interception where he attempted to throw into double coverage. Both the defenders were playing underneath, and it actually probably would have been an interception if the underneath guy didn't tip it. So it was almost a near interception there. And then pretty much everything else was just a check down or, a miss. So Trey didn't have a great day. Brandon Allen had a decent throw to Jawan Jennings on like a deep out. That looked pretty good. Also, I would have to say that Sam probably consistently, out of all the quarterbacks, you could say he might have looked the best today. He had a really nice throw to Deebo Samuel on looked like a deep out against the left sideline. Pretty ball, put it right on Deebo. Deebo went up and caught it. So that's what you want to see. But yeah, Sam had some good throws today. But again, nothing is set in stone in regards to how we're breaking down this quarterback situation. Definitely a back and forth. I think one of the biggest takeaways was that Trey Lance and Sam Darnold were exclusively splitting reps. It wasn't a situation where Brandon Allen was splitting reps. Brandon Allen got more reps today than Trey Lance, and I think that's one of the bigger takeaways from the whole thing, is that Trey actually got the least amount of reps out of any quarterbacks today. And he didn't have a great practice on top of that. So the quarterback situation continues to be interesting. But again, there's more than just the quarterback, and it's going to be an ongoing situation. Some guys that stood out: Dre Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw would have absolutely blew up this play for a tackle for loss on the very first snap. Jalen Graham, the rookie linebacker, 7th rounder, would have had a sack. He came off the edge as a free rusher, looked pretty good. Drake Jackson, Javon Hargrave were collapsing the pocket. A guy to pay attention to when pads come on: Austin Bryant, defensive end. He looks like a wide receiver. He has length. He's got speed. He gave Trent played today. Trent Williams took all the first team reps. at left tackle. Austin Bryant, I mean, it wasn't a clean beat, but he beat Trent to the leverage that Trent was trying to maintain, and Austin Bryant got the corner on him. So that was like, oh, again, no pads, so it was interesting to see. But overall, it felt like the running backs responded. TDP had a really good day yesterday. Felt like Elijah Mitchell was running really hard. Jordan Mason was running really hard. He gave Jair Brown a little welcome to the NFL, a little love tap. Dropped his shoulder into Jair Brown, kind of popped Jair up. And you could tell all the running backs were running with a sense of urgency today. We saw more CMC today, but still on a pitch count. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, we got a kicker update. We have Jake Moody. We got Jake Moody kicking. Jake Moody made from 38 and 51 in one period, and then he came back and he also made 33, 38, and 41. Zane Gonzalez only kicked one kick, and I believe it was from 43. So Moody took all the kicks today, so that's a good sign. And he made every single one. So that's good. Let's see. I got all my notes right here. Let's see what other fun stuff that we got in there. Obviously, a lot of stuff on the quarterbacks. But, I mean, you get the picture. We'll do the full recap when I get home. We'll do a live. We'll talk about it all in much more in-depth situation. But, again, if you're looking for clarity for the 49ers quarterback position, you got none of it. Other than the fact that Brock Purdy took every single first-team rep. Sam Darnold, Trey Lance split second-team reps. But actually, Darnold took more second-string reps, and Brandon Allen had more reps than Trey Lance. And, you know, none of the quarterbacks really had a totally phenomenal day. But if I had to give you a ranking, I would probably say it would have been Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, and then you could even tie Trey Lance and Brandon Allen. Just wasn't a great day for Trey, who had a pretty solid day yesterday. So again, everything's ongoing. Take it day by day, and that's what we got today.